I'm making this or I don't know what the fuck you call this, but I'm making this video um in response to something Bill Burr said, and he was actually responding to something what's her name, Meryl Streep said. I think that's her name, Meryl Streep. Yeah. So Meryl Streep was all like, you know, she said a couple things. One, she said, um, she was on 60 Minutes, and she made reference to a comment, which was pretty much about how, you always play, the guy on 60 Minutes says to, oh, you always play strong independent women and stuff. And she was like, yeah, you always see them congratulating strong independent women, but you never see them congratulating strong independent men, because men are strong and independent. We don't need to congratulate them, but a woman's a different animal. Now, first of all, that's a fucking load of bullshit, because not every man is a strong, independent man. There's a lot of fucking weak-minded motherfuckers out there who are dudes, so I don't want to hear that fucking load of horse shit. And then um, and that's actually sexist. This idea that, oh, it's perfectly fine. So she's a sexist because this idea, oh, it's perfectly fine to fucking congratulate strong independent women, but you shouldn't congratulate strong independent men. That's fucking sexist, because that's the belief that you have to treat women differently than men, and that is a fucking what sexism is, to believe that one gender deserves to be treated differently than another gender. That's sexism. Okay. And then the other thing she said is, and she quoted who did she quote? She quoted um Will Margaret Thatcher. There we go, Margaret Thatcher. With a positive think of it, but Margaret Thatcher, and she was quoting her as a as to imply that she agrees with what Margaret Thatcher said, which is, if you want someone to stand around and talk about what should be done, you get a man. But if you want someone to actually get something done, you get a woman. And you know what? I'm pretty fucking fed up with this bullshit of, oh, this fake liberal bullshit. These bullshit wannabe liberals who are not real liberals, who act like, oh, women are so much better than men. Oh, you gotta treat women better. Oh, you gotta you gotta praise the women, but you don't praise women first. But you don't praise men, which, first of all, you shouldn't be praising anyone, okay? Nobody should be praised, because that just gives them an opportunity to boost their fucking ego. You want to congratulate someone, you want to say that, oh, you did a good job, what you did was great, it was a wonderful thing what you did. That's fine. But you want to be like, oh, you're such a wonderful person. Oh my God. Without you, the world would explode, or some bullshit like that is bullcrap. But this idea that, if you want something done, you got to get a woman. Well, fuck you, Meryl Streep. You can take your fucking self, and why don't you fucking? I was about to say, why don't you fucking lick your own cunt, like the way you tell a guy, why don't you go suck your own fucking dick? Or you say something like that, because she's a fucking cunt. I used to have no opinion on Meryl Streep. I didn't really know her, honestly. I didn't really know much about her. Honestly, like, it seemed like most of the movies she was in were like these cheap, like, romance comedy movies that, honestly, I didn't think were very good. I never really watched any of it. I could tell from commercials they probably weren't very good. Anyways, so I personally don't really have much of an opinion on her as an actress, but this idea that she has and she agrees with, and then the fucking women in the crowd, and you could tell they're women because you could tell from the octaves of their voice and everything. The cheers, it sounded like cheers from females. It could have been men, but it sounded like cheers from females. Anyways, but they're like cheering, like, yeah. Yeah, like, go girlfriend, like that kind of bullshit. Like what she said was great, and it was so accurate, which is a load of shit. You want to get something done? Get a woman. What about Sarah Palin? She's a woman. Did she do such a great fucking job over in fucking Alaska? Would she have done such a great job as vice president if what was his name? John McCain had been fucking elected back in 2008? Is that what you're fucking telling me? Because she's a woman? You go fuck yourself, Meryl Streep. And the reason why I'm so pissed is because, you know, it's a combination of things, you know. It's like, one, you're helping spread bullshit. You're helping spread stereotypes, okay? And you're helping spread bullshit. And, you know, and if she was a fucking, you know, if she wasn't viewed as a liberal, if she was like a conservative or something, and she said some shit like that, I'd just be like, ugh. You know, I'd just be like, you know, I would have a similar response, but I wouldn't be so as agitated. And I wouldn't be as agitated because it'd be like, you know what? This is understandable. This is coming from someone who's supposed to be a conservative, closed-minded, all that kind of shit. So you know what? I would be like, you know what? I would have some things to say about it that, you know, about my issues with it. But when it's from someone who's supposed to be a liberal and they're spreading this bullshit stereotypical bullshit about, oh yeah, women, you have to get a woman to get things and you can't get a man, as though somehow women are better than men. See, what she's doing is it's this regression that you see in the liberal media where you know, back in the 60s and even amongst some conservatives nowadays, you know, and even before the 60s, you know, there was a lot of sexist towards women. And there was this idea that, all women are good for, like back in the 1950s mentality about women where, all women are good for is cooking and cleaning and taking care of children and giving birth. And that's all women are good for. And that was the 1950s viewpoint. And, you know, obviously, to believe that that's all a woman's good for, or that's all a woman deserves to be treated with the responsibility for, obviously that's sexist, okay? And that's sexist and that's fucked up. But now she's taking this ideology and this approach that is sort of the opposite, but it's still sexist. You know, it's still this sexist. It still goes into this realm of sexism because it's this idea that only women are good for this or that or whatever, and it's these bullshit fucking hypocritical liberals, as they call themselves, who feel like, you know, and it's always correlated with political correctness or some bullshit like that. You know, it's always these people who are, you know, overzealous on this political correctness who say these shit that goes against political correctness and say this shit that fucking is sexist or racist or fucking homophobic, or, well, they're not usually homophobic, but like they spread these fucking ideas. It's all around this overly zealous attempt to be politically correct, which is to some degree designed to make everyone except for heterosexual Caucasian males look like they're so good, and to make heterosexual Caucasian males look like they're just okay. It's like it's this bullshit idea that has been present in bullshit liberal media. With these people, it's like, you gotta treat women better than you treat man, or some bullshit like that. It's horse shit. If you want to get something done, you get a woman. How about you want something done, you get someone who has the right fucking mind and has the ability to go through with it. You know, you say me only a woman can do that. Go fuck yourself, Meryl Streep. That's all I gotta say about that.